Medicare fraud has become a problem that is so big that nobody actually can put a dollar amount to it. You will see figures ranging anywhere from $60 billion to $100 billion tax dollars, our money that's lost every year to fraudulent claims. It doesn't really matter where you fall on the political spectrum. This is of concern to you.
The problem of healthcare fraud is bigger than any of us really know. While we don't know the exact figure, we know it's way out of control. Today's healthcare fraudster, as we like to call them sometimes, is no longer just your mom and pop down the street, perhaps, that billed for a few extra services to make ends meet. They're very organized. We're seeing organized crime infiltrate the healthcare fraud arena all over the country. We have everywhere from your Russian mafia mobs, as they're called, in Brooklyn, to some of the Armenians in Los Angeles, to very many Nigerian groups here in the South. Baton Rouge, for instance, jumped off the charts a couple years ago in the data of medical equipment being supplied to the Medicare beneficiaries in the greater Baton Rouge area. There's no way that many wheelchairs, that many orthotic equipment was going out into the public here in Baton Rouge. And that's why they were selected as one of the 9 key cities to be selected for strike force cities in the whole country. When you figure Baton Rouge is on the same map with Detroit, Miami, Houston, Los Angeles, and Brooklyn, something's not correct.
Louisiana Senior Medicare Patrol is a federally funded program. We are funded in part by the Administration on Aging, and here in Louisiana we are sponsored by EQ Health Solutions.
The Inspector General's office, as most law enforcement agencies, depend on assistance from the public and other organizations to help us locate the fraudulent providers in the healthcare arena. Groups like the Senior Medicare Patrol are very important because they are our boots on the ground. They go out, they meet with the public, they help the public understand what to look for on potential identity fraud, any type of abusive behavior by any of the medical community. They hear it firsthand from the community, and then they pass that information on to us. We can take that information, put it with information that we already have, or perhaps something brand new to us, and it helps us develop and determine who we should be looking at for fraudulent behavior.
In 2012 alone, we were able to provide Medicare fraud prevention materials to just about 25,000 seniors statewide, and we do that at health fairs, at big parish luncheons. We also conduct education sessions, which are like little 20-minute classes that actually teach seniors how they can prevent Medicare fraud on the front end. And we had about 8,000 people statewide attend those in 2012.
It's important to understand that our agency is committed to the entire state of Louisiana. And last year's convictions go from New Orleans to Morgan City, Lafayette, Lake Charles, Shreveport, Baton Rouge. We're all over the state. So we're not just limited to this heat strike force in Baton Rouge as far as our commitment to healthcare fraud. We're looking at this whole state in its totality, and we're convinced that we can make a real difference.
Every 90 days, Medicare beneficiaries receive a Medicare summary notice. This is a statement that is sent to them by Medicare, showing them all of the claims that Medicare has paid for on their behalf. Looking at the Medicare summary notice is the easiest way for Medicare beneficiaries to help in the fight against healthcare fraud, because they will be the best people to be able to look at the list of services that were provided and determine whether they actually received all of those services. When a Medicare beneficiary believes that perhaps their number has been compromised, in other words, they gave it to someone who maybe shouldn't have it, or they think it's been just flat out stolen, or if they notice on their Medicare summary notice, on their explanation of benefits, that there's bills and claims there for services that they have not received, what they can do is call us at Senior Medicare Patrol. We have people who answer the phone from 8 to 4:30 every day, and you can call, and we will not only help you determine if there is a problem, but if we find that there is a problem, we will help you resolve that problem. The toll-free number to call is 877-272-8720. Or you can also get a hold of us by visiting our website, and that is stopmedicarefraudla.org.